What's up guys, I'm going to do another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the 1.12 title update that came out today, January 29th on Xbox One and PS4. So this will be coming to PC here really shortly. This update is 6.94 gigabytes on PlayStation 4 and 7.4 gigabytes on Xbox One. But let's go over the patch notes for what changed today, because this was actually a pretty big update. So we have news on things like League play. We also have news on when Blackout is actually going to be getting their camo progression, as well as other stuff. So the League play stuff I'm actually going to cover in a separate video, because that's a huge whole nother topic and quite its own controversy in and of itself. But for Blackout, they have a new tuning changes that have come out, changing things like armor, concussion grenades, and cluster grenades. Plus, they also have a new mode on PlayStation 4 called Ambush, which is absolutely awesome. It's snipers, melee weapons, and launchers only. And once the circle starts, it never stops collapsing. So that's really cool. And then Down But Not Out continues its second week run on Xbox One and PC. And then next Tuesday, it will be replaced by Ambush. But the full camo progression, before we get started on all these like different little things, changes about what's happened with this update, I want to go over this first because they don't cover this in the patch notes, is that the camo progression is planned to come to Blackout sometime later this week, first on PS4. So it's not actually included with this update, just like League Play, but unlike League Play, it's going to be coming later this week on PS4. And we don't know exactly how you unlock it, but they just say that it will come later this week, as well as Zero's outfit unlock mission as well too. So that way you can get the numbers outfit for Zero in multiplayer and Blackout. So Zero will have her own mission that you got to complete with, you know, like different things. You got to place like a certain place or something like that, or whatever. So that'll be sometime later this week. My guess is Thursday or Friday is when we're gonna get that. But that will be a video for later in the week. So now let's actually go over what has changed in this update. So the summary, if you guys just want the summary for it and you want to click off this video, that's fine. But the summary for this update is that Blackjack's gun game has been added as a featured playlist in multiplayer. Hardcore Mosh Pit, Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit, Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit, and Safeguard are added to the featured category. There's tuning adjustments for the armor, concussion grenades, and cluster grenades in Blackout. They have classic and loot weapons added to the mystery box in Zombies. They have armory support for the classic and loot weapons added in Zombies. The Barbarian special event continues on PlayStation 4 and is now live today on Xbox One and PC. That's the Cap 45 loot stream. The Ambush mode is now live on the feature playlist on PlayStation 4 and Blackout. And the new 9 Gauntlet is now available in Zombies. That's Veni Vidi Zombie. First on PlayStation 4, we'll see it next week on Xbox and PC. And then they have a whole bunch of gameplay improvements and crashes across multiplayer, Blackout, and Zombies. So it's not really a huge content drop, I would say, other than, say, like the Gauntlets, the new mode, as well as some of the new weapons and stuff. It's more of, you know, a change to the biggest change here, in my opinion, would honestly be the armor, concussion grenade, and the cluster grenade changes for Blackout. So these are the things that are first live on PlayStation 4 only, and then we're going to get into what has changed for PS4 and Xbox One in a second. So these are things, like I said, only in PlayStation 4. For Blackout, the Ambush mode is now live, so that weapons are now only sniper rifles, melee weapons, and launchers only, and the circle constantly advances with no delays between collapses. So it will just go and go and go. There's no stopping. There's no like minute wait in between collapses. Once it starts, it will just go until it hits the final major instability, and will just, you know, kill everybody in its path. So the next thing is for Zombies, and that is Gauntlets. We have a new Gauntlets map for Zombies, and that is Veni Vidi Zombie for 9. So previously we had the Voyage of Despair one called Unsinkable, and now it's this one. It's for 9. Once again, it's the same concept. There's 30 rounds of challenges, and players earn medals for completing rounds 10, 20, and 30, as well as a cosmetic reward for completing round 30 without failing a round. And yeah, so if you fail a round, you get a strike, and 3 strikes, the game is over. So they're also timed for competitive speedrun support. But now on to the patch notes for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now this is exciting here. So this is what is live right now, today, with PC to follow sometime later this week. So for multiplayer, Blackjack's gun game has been added, and they have a limited time free-for-all with new rotating weapon selection, and it also includes the Cap 45 pistol. The Hardcore Mosh Pit has been added to the featured category, and as a first-time addition. They have Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit, Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit, and Safeguard have been added to the featured category. They did change to some of the game modes. So for Heist, the Ghost perk now properly works against the mode's auto UAV sweep, Players can now no longer spend cash on purchasing max ammo when they currently have max ammo. They resolved an issue that could lead to multiple purchases of an item if the player had the specialist selection menu open during a round transition. They changed around 3 specialists. For profit, they resolved an issue where the Tempest could gain an extra charge if an enemy was killed by a player-owned Seeker or Score Streak. For Ajax, they resolved an issue where the grenade fuses could expire faster while the ballistic shield was in use. For Ruin, they resolved an issue where the gravity slam would not properly trigger if the player landed directly on another player. They changed around 1 perk, and that is Tracker. Tracker's detection icon will no longer display after the player switches to a class without Tracker equipped. They changed around Acoustic Sensor. They resolved an issue where the Acoustic Sensor could stop working if the player switched their class after spawning. They updated 1 challenge that is called Crash Landing. Now for that, players should now properly gain progress towards this challenge each time after earning a Gravity Slam Shutdown medal. For weapon customization, Mastercraft's applied secondary weapons will now update in real time. Resolved an issue where gold camo could display a higher visual state when switched to after a new visual state was reached on a weapon with a Mastercraft applied. Resolved an issue where a dropped diamond camo weapon could display a higher visual state when picked up by another player. Resolved another issue where a teammate's gold weapon camo could have a purple visual state in third person when killed by an enemy with a gold camo weapon. Custom games, they have a sweeping and constant minimap custom rule set is now function as intended, and TDM, the round score limit now goes greater than 500. Miscellaneous, they have grenade equipment charge will no longer be lost if the player dies during the throwing animation. Players can no longer gain XP for killing teammates in hardcore search and destroy and hardcore control. They closed an exploit that could briefly speed up a player's movement when rapidly ADSing in and out. And they removed custom reticles on the ABR 223 and the Paladin HB50 Mastercraft default optics due to feedback on the reticles adversely affecting aiming during gameplay. And now onto Blackout. Whew. Blackout is exciting here. So they did some gameplay tuning to Blackout, so this is actually really exciting. Like I said, they changed around armor, concussion grenades, and cluster grenades. This is so awesome, dude. Armor. Here is what they changed for armor. Level 1 armor damage protection has been reduced from 15 to 30, so you now only have half the damage protection that you used to have. Level 2 has been brought down from 40% to 25%, and level 3 has been brought down from 50 to 35%. So basically what this means is level 1 armor is really weak now, and it blocks less shots. So if you're getting shot with level 1 armor, you're gonna die way more often through it. So the armor doesn't protect as much damage. Previously it protected 30% of the incoming damage. Now it only protects 15%. And this also applies to all armor. So now the new level 3 armor is now basically between the old level 1 and level 2 armor. It's now 35%, so that is about halfway in between the old level 1 and level 2 armor. So now level 3 armor, you're not gonna be able to hose people down with this as much. You're gonna die way quicker if you have this armor as well. They also removed the explosive damage resistance from the level 3 armor, and they removed the melee weapon damage reduction from level 3 armor. They increased the armor plates required to repair a single durability pip of level 3 armor from 1 to 2. So if you have your armor damaged just 1 pip on level 3 armor, it's going to require 2 armor plates to repair. So armor got a huge nerf in this patch. Concussion grenades also got a nerf. They reduced the status effect duration, they reduced the area of effect radius, they reduced the throw distance, they reduced the opacity of the white flash when initially concussed, and when concussed, players can now use equipment, continue holding equipment, perform melee attacks, and switch weapons. And they also reduce the hipfire spread while concussed. So you might be able to hipfire someone while you're concussed. You can throw equipment back at them, melee them, switch weapons, and all sorts of different stuff. And they'll also last a little bit shorter of a time. Concussion grenades got a huge nerf. Cluster grenades also got a nerf. So they increased the time to detonate after impact by 1 second. So by the time you actually stick something with a cluster grenade, it will take an extra full second to detonate. And then after it does detonate, it shoots off those mini cluster grenade explosions. Well, they reduce the damage of those mini cluster grenade explosions too. So those will deal way less damage. Previously, that was usually what would kill you. If you didn't get killed by the big old explosion by the main one, it was all the mini ones that shot off in every which direction that would always kill you. So now they reduce the damage to that, and it will hopefully get you, enough time to actually run away. But I mean, we're all going to be lying to ourselves if we say that cluster grenades aren't going to be, still really strong and used. But they have 3 more changes to Blackout, so the players can now aim down sights immediately after interacting with a door. And they also changed 2 things as well. The longest shot on the scoreboard now properly tracks after the matches in the after action report. and the Zombies Ultimates character voiceovers are now playing as intended. Now let's talk about Zombies. For Zombies, they have classic and loot weapons in the mystery box, so that is the MP40, the Grav, so that's actually the Galil, the Damon 3XB, the SWAT RFT, and the Cap 45 are all added to the mystery box on every map. The MP40 and the Grav, the camo progression is now available in the Armory for all players, and the Damon 3XB, SWAT RFT, and the Cap 45 camo progression and customization is now available in the Armory once they're unlocked in the black market. So once you get to the right level to unlock these weapons, then they're available in Zombies for you to rank up with camo and progression and customization. You can still get them out of the box, but you just have to have them have the customization. You have to unlock the weapons first. So this is good. Added a couple more weapons into Zombies for you to use and rank up, so that's good for zombie players. And they also did a whole crap ton of stability updates and crashes and stuff, dude. Like, I do this every time because there's just so many different things that they change with Zombies that it's honestly kind of ridiculous. So these are all just glitches and bug fixes and stuff. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can look in the video description, open up that link, and check out all these specific little bug fixes and glitches and stuff. But then lastly, for this video, there's also an update for Xbox One and PC today that enabled the Barbarian Special Event tier that is now live in the black market. So this allows you to do another 25 tiers of a separate little loot stream opposite of Absolute Zero. And the rewards include new outfits, gestures, calling cards, reactive camos, and the Cap 45 fully auto weapon. So if you want to use that Cap 45 weapon in Zombies, then you got to make sure that you use up these 25 new tiers before this event goes away in 27 days. So the last thing I do want to point out though in this video is that Treyarch has actually commented on this Reddit thread, and they say that they are actually targeting a Thursday release for the PC version of this update. So in 2 days, on Thursday, we're going to be apparently getting this update on PC. That'll be exciting. And I assume that day or Friday, we're going to be getting the update on PS4 for the new camo progression in Blackout. But yeah, there you guys go. That is the new update that dropped today. There's a whole lot of new stuff. I'm going to be streaming some Blackout later tonight with Harrison. Also going to be trying to get some Zombies gameplay up as well. Maybe trying to play some of the new mode in Blackout, the ambush mode, as well as some of this other stuff too. So there you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and ring that notification bell and subscribe to the channel, so that way you guys don't miss out on any new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.